Listen, if y'all are new, man, welcome. We're reacting to JxmyHighrollers. A massive change is coming to the NBA. Sub, become a part of our family. We accept everyone, love everyone. We have a great time. So let's get to it, y'all. But before we do, per usual, that intro, baby. Yes, sir. Anti-flop rule. Yeah. I'm excited for that.
The NBA and its players agreed to a new collective bargaining agreement. The announcement of this new
Thanks for
CBA
ruining it,
broke
big
news
man.
for about a day or two, and then it was shrugged off in the midst of the regular season. For the
Wait, what? 2 days before starting free agency and 3 days before the new labor agreement between the league and players starts. Its players takes effect. Now it's signed to both the NBA and National Basketball Players Association. Okay.
NBA broke news for about a day or two, and then it was shrugged off in the midst of the regular season. For the most part, it's a bunch of contract jargon, new financial structuring and incentives, nuanced agreements between owners and players that us fans couldn't care less about. But built into the details of this fairly routine league adjustment are 3 major rule changes to how the NBA will operate. 3 adjustments to rules, systems, awards, and honors that have been in place for decades and will change the way the NBA and its players navigate the season.
Sup to our cousin Jimmy,
Today's
man.
24 NBA season, the league has
Don't
a
depend on
new
nobody else to
CBA.
cook.
Among the slosh of financial mumbo-jumbo that I couldn't give a rat's ass about, there are 3 major changes taking place from this season forward.
Can your ass
The first one is a new rule regarding the minimum number of games a player must play to
just made a
receive
copper.
individual awards and or be eligible for all NBA team selection.
What? Are you serious? Imagine you go into a game. The player you want to watch, you can't watch him because he's resting. Not because he's hurt, just because he's resting. Just wants to. You know how sick I would be, bro, that I wasted that money for a game that I don't give a damn about nobody else to watch besides that one. You know how sick I would be, bro? You get paid all that money. As much as I do understand, you know, rest if you're injured more, I get that. If you don't feel as if you're up to play, you know, availability is the best quality. Agreed. Very good statement. Very solid, important statement. You know what I'm saying? You get paid a lot of money, bro. And you mean to tell me you're sitting out, let's say, almost half the season? Come on, that's ridiculous. That's freaking ridiculous. It's not an actual legitimate or good reason. Come on, bro. Imagine getting paid $200 million and then you still have the you can still tell the owners, I don't feel like playing. That's ridiculous. That's too much. That's too much power. That's too much power. If you're injured or something and you don't feel like you're still up to play, I get that. Totally get that. But if you're just not wanting to play because you just don't want to play, I'm like, what? Like, if you have family issues, I get that too. Of course. Something mental's going on, that's going on at home, you need a day off or two, I get that. Of course. Abso-freaking-lutely. But if there's no reason you just don't want to play, that is freaking insane.
Previously, this threshold was 58 games, or about 70% of the season. But under the new CBA rules, a player now must play at least 65 games in a season to qualify for all awards and honors.
Good.
The overarching goal of this change being to reduce the amount of load management around the league.
It's my boy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I liked you on the Warriors, man. I really did. I thought bro was so cool. I thought he was just like a nice guy. It sucks that he couldn't elevate his game the way I wanted him to.
And surely, this change will do just that. Over the last 3 seasons, of the 45 players who were selected to an All-NBA team, 15 of them wouldn't have even qualified under the new rules. In fact, LeBron James would have missed the cut in all of the last 3 seasons. And 15 superstars not playing enough games over the course of 3 seasons may not sound like much.
And it's weird seeing wait, what this Steph got second team, right? I mean, there's people complaining about that, like, oh my god, Steph is better, blah blah blah. Yeah, Roz, listen, I don't understand that either, bro. But probably because he probably brings up numbers by all the shock value and stupid ass things that he says. Again, like I said, bro, imagine being celebrated for like a bunch of malarkey rather than actual factual good information and good conversation. Imagine, bro. Imagine your job being to actually have information, talk about it, being able to conduct conversation and whatnot. Racist things he said. That's, bro, exactly. The xenophobic stuff he said about freaking Jokic. You know, I made a video about it. I hated that he said that. It was super freaking corny. Because he's white. Oh, okay. He's stat pass. Oh, okay. Said about Russell Westbrook. You was on your hands and knees just giving him the guac 3000. About Jokic though. Oh, okay, whatever. Like I said, bro, I defend the ones that I don't give a damn what color your skin is, bro. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. But Perkins, goofy goober. Goofy freaking goober, bro. Like that. Listen, watch my video about that with Jokic. That pissed me off when he said that. That pissed me off really, bro. Like, bro, don't bother nobody. Why are you talking like this about him? Why are you doing that? Super unnecessary. Probably got the green light from his masters, so makes sense.
Until you realize that in the previous 19 seasons combined, only 15
Sorry, I saw your
players
comment,
made
Ross, and this
All-NBA
pissed me
teams
off
without
again,
playing
all over
at
again.
least 70% of the season. A requirement that pushes for about 10%
Yeah,
more
Ross is
games
crazy.
played throughout a season for every superstar around the league may have a larger impact on the
Jokic.
game than you would think.
I see you
Which
looking fly.
leads Ben Rohrbach of Yahoo Sports to beg the question, is it worth squeezing a
Cap
handful
space
more
for
games
Shannon.
from these stars to risk rewarding less prestigious candidates? Yes, absolutely. And this minimum game requirement will also be in effect for individual awards, such as the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and so on. The minimum game requirement here will have less of an effect on the league since voters are already in a silent agreement that in order to be the best at anything, you have to play most of the games.
Right.
This is the exact reason why excluding shortened seasons,
Damn, Bill, only 58. I wonder why.
there's only been 2 MVP recipients that played less than 70 games since the league moved to the 82-game schedule in 1968. Bill Walton in 1978 and Joel Embiid just this past season. But still, we will inevitably see this new rule begin to change the way stars around the league navigate each season. Over the past decade, here are award winners that, under the new rules, wouldn't have even been eligible.
Broken leg?
Including Jaren
Thank you.
Jackson Jr. for Defensive Player of the Year in 2023.
Makes sense.
Now, the one caveat to this rule change is that there will be exceptions under specific circumstances.
Oh, wow. So instead, oh, wow. I never knew this. Kawhi got it. Oh, Kawhi could have got it. Draymond got it. Jaren Jackson was supposed to get it. Brooke got it. Ja was supposed to get it. DeJounte Murray got it. Okay. Well, listen, like I said, and people gonna sit there and complain about it, saying, nah, bro, but they should have won it. Again, bro, if they weren't hurt, like if you're hurt, obviously that's different. But if you're just not playing, bro, just because you just don't want to play, all right, bro, you don't deserve it. I'm sorry, you just don't. Like my dog Big said, man, availability is the best quality. Straight up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, bro. It's not.
For example, if a player has a season-ending injury, the minimum game requirement will drop from 65 to 62 games. Also, any game where a player plays at least 20 minutes
It's gotta be lowered more, don't you think?
will count as a
the
game
injury.
played. And I think we can all see exactly how this exception will be exploited. And to demonstrate this, I want to point y'all to AC Green. Throughout the 80s and 90s, Green was a solid contributor in the NBA, but his legacy is remembered for his untouchable record for consecutive games played in an NBA career. From 1986 to 2001, AC Green did not miss a single basketball game. Not one. 1,192 consecutive games over the course of 16 years. A record that I'd be willing to bet anything will never be broken for the rest of time. But what people fail to mention is that in order to set this record, AC Green had numerous
Oh,
games
yes,
where he
Bridges,
would
yes.
simply check
And
into the
Looney.
game for a few possessions.
Both of those,
and then check
both of
back
them,
out.
Iron Man.
The man was
Iron
well aware
Man.
of his streak, and he would do anything in his power to keep it going until the day he retired. It's not a matter of if stars around the league will check into a game
And that's very inspirational, bro. For you to play all those games, bro, people don't understand how hard that is to do in the first place. So for you to do that for a consecutive amount of years, bro, is so free. And what, your whole career, he said? That's ridiculously impressive. Because think about it. He might have been playing being hurt. But he said, nah, I'm going to still do it. That's very impressive. And that's very inspirational. Okay, what no one says.
and then inexplicably check back out after 21 minutes, it's a matter of how many
All
stars
that money?
will do this and how often.
on.
But this rule change is certainly a step in the right direction. Now, the next rule change that was included
Go
in
ahead, put some whatever in my knee, bro. Get the needle, whatever, bro. Get me activated, bro. What? You go and give me $200 million. Man, listen. I'm gonna score 20 a game. I'm gonna try my damnness. I promise you that. I'm gonna try my damnedest to score 20 and be as important as I can for my team. You crazy, bro. But you know what it is too, bro? When you're used to that kind of money, it's different from us looking at it versus how they look at it. Because to them, that's like regular to them. So to them, it's like whatever, you know? They should make that you get money after each game. I agree, honestly. I agree. Got clocking those hours, you feel me? Less game, less money. Agreed. Got clocking those hours. You know what I'm saying?
The new CBA is one that fans have been asking for years. The NBA has become a positionless league. Is Steph Curry a point guard, or is he really a shooting guard? Probably a little bit of both. Is Jimmy Butler a power forward? Of course not. And yet he's listed as one. If you look up the words shooting guard in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of Klay Thompson. And yet he's listed as a small forward. Positions don't matter.
I didn't know that. Wow.
The NBA is finally taking notice of this starting next season and the way that they vote for all NBA teams. Because from this upcoming season forward, all NBA teams will no longer be restricted to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. Instead, all NBA teams will be positionless.
Hey, this is phenomenal, bro. It's really becoming my team. It really has become my team now. Like in the future, Luka, is a point guard, so you could probably put Wembanyama as a point guard. So that's gonna be different from the record breaking, from the best point guard, small forwards. That's gonna be a very, very different conversation. Wow, I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen. He'll be listed as a point guard now, right? Let's say he gets like 4 rings. Now there's gonna be an argument of him being one of the best point guards. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be very intriguing, very freaking intriguing. Really, why not? I think I'm excited more of because I love my team in 2K. So the fact that this is actually happening is crazy. But in terms of the history of the NBA, history of just basketball in general, for us to change something that is very important to the record breaking, the Hall of Fames, all that stuff like that, this is a very big shift to the new era of basketball. It's a very big shift. And to a small degree, I don't like it either. I'll say that. But let me know while we continue watching. I'm sorry.
The 5 players who receive the most first-place votes will simply be first-team All-NBA.
Okay, same thing I said. Okay, yeah. I agree.
Votes will be second-team All-NBA, and 11th through 15th will be named third-team All-NBA. This change in the structure of how All-NBA teams are chosen will...
It's going to be very difficult. That's my only gripe with this. It's going to be very difficult to really understand the concept of from history, from what it was prior to now in the future, as to who's the best at their position and the role of the team. It's gonna be very weird. There's gonna be a lot of stupid conversations, arguments, stuff. You know what I mean? It's gonna be weird. There's already weird conversations about that now. So imagine when they totally just get rid of it altogether. Oh man, if so and so back in the day was this position, he would have done better than blah blah blah. You know what I mean? It's gonna be one of those like hypotheticals all the time. And I don't care about the hypotheticals really, because what happened, So I really don't care. But I know it's going to be a lot more of those. I know that for a fact.
Fundamentally change the contractual leverage of players around the league and the legacy they leave behind. This past season, Nikola Jokic, the best player in the world, didn't even make first-team All-NBA. Only one center is allowed to make first-team, and that spot went to Joel Embiid. Rudy Gobert has 4 All-NBA selections in his career. You want to know how many All-NBA teams Vince Carter made in his 22-year career? 2. I know, right? Guess how many All-NBA teams Ray Allen has made in his career? 2. What about Dennis Rodman? You guessed it. 2.
Yeah, that's insane.
In fact, Rudy Gobert has more career All-NBA selections than Vince Carter, Ray Allen, Dennis Rodman, DeMarcus Cousins, Manu Ginobili, Draymond Green, Kevin Love, Alonzo Mourning, Klay Thompson, Bill Walton, James Worthy, Devin Booker, Chris Bosh, Kevin McHale, Earl Monroe, Derrick Rose.
More than Kevin McHale? More than Dennis. More than Manu.
and Peja Stojakovic.
Oh my God. That broke me right there. I ain't gonna lie. That broke me right there. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Appalling. The old All-NBA voting system was broken, and it had been for years. But the most egregious case of this failed voting system came back in 2016, when DeAndre Jordan, who was never at any point in his career.
Oh, bro, my blood pressure is going to the moon right now. What?
Manu Ginobili, Draymond Green, Kevin Love, Alonzo Mourning, Klay Thompson, Bill Walton,
Oh my God, I didn't even hear Alonzo. Oh my God, bro. Alonzo Mourning too? Are you serious? And then DeMarcus Cousins too? How long was DeMarcus dominant for? I don't remember the exact amount of years. Wait, is that James Worthy?
DeMarcus Cousins, Manu Ginobili, Draymond Green, Kevin Love, Alonzo Mourning, Klay Thompson, Bill Walton, James Worthy.
Get him out of here. Pack his ass up. What? Nah, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping. I saw Chris Bosh, I think, too.
Devin Booker, Chris Bosh, Kevin McHale, Earl Monroe, Derrick Rose, and Peja Stojakovic.
I don't know if he'd be the greatest in the league. 2016? Nah, I think it'd be Harden still. But Allen would be second. Actually, I don't know. Would you pick him over Clay? If you say you would, I can't argue that because, I mean, I low-key agree with that. But I also agree that it could be Clay too. Like, I understand both sides. I'll say that. He'd be second or third. Be better? Yeah. I mean, like I said, I can't really argue that. He takes more shots too? Yeah, I can't argue that.
Appalling.
Can't argue that.
The old All-NBA voting system was broken, and it had been for years. But the most egregious case of this failed voting system came back in 2016.
Ray on the Bucks, though. Woo! That was a wild time, wasn't it, Big?
When DeAndre Jordan, who was never at any point in his career even considered a top 30 player in the league, made first team All-NBA. That's right.
You see how crazy it is, bro? How it was? This looks disgusting. How the hell? Stephen Curry, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and then you see freaking DeAndre Jordan. I want to spit on whoever chose DeAndre Jordan. Aggressive Ray Allen, more three-point attempts, dude, and he defense. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I love DeAndre. I love DeAndre more for his personality and outside of basketball than I like him for basketball. But he did not deserve to be there. I love DeAndre, though. I do love him. I think he's a really cool, funny-ass dude. I really do like DeAndre, seriously.
Voting system, DeAndre Jordan was virtually named a top 5 player in the NBA. That same season, Kevin Durant, at his apex, did not make first team All-NBA.
Am I reading that right? DeAndre Jordan, 39, 36, and 14, right? KD was 36. So let me get this straight. Why is the jump so big at second team compared to the... I don't know. That looks weird. That looks really weird. I'm so confused. 39, 36, okay. But then I'm seeing 90 to 36.
Change was in need, and to demonstrate just how much these alterations will affect the NBA, here are the All-NBA teams from 2023. Now, considering the new minimum game requirement and the positionless voting, this is how the 2023 All-NBA teams would look under the new rules according to voting results. Giannis, Steph, Butler, Lillard, and LeBron all missed too many games to make the cut.
Right.
Jokic makes first team with Embiid. Sabonis, Fox, and Randall all get promoted to second team, and 4 players in Markkanen, Holiday, Brunson, and Anthony Edwards all make their first All-NBA team.
And I'll say this too. I agree with this because this is how it should be. If this is the rules, this is how it should be. I don't want to hear oh, that's my favorite player, blah, 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 blah. I agree with this list. Don't care about your feelings. Don't care about your emotions. I care about what the rules are, what we're doing. That's it. If this is what the results are, let it be. Am I upset? I'm not seeing Steph, LeBron, and all of them there. Yes. But if that's the rules, bro, we gotta abide by it. That's how it is. It is what it is, bro. I don't care about your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Sorry.
Now, the last major change that we'll see in this upcoming season is the new in-season tournament. No official structure of the tournament has been announced yet, but the basic framework is set. And it'll look something like this. The league will be divided into 6 pools of 5 teams.
This tournament is shit. Damn, bro, you didn't explain it yet. Damn, man.
Pools will be comprised of teams from the same conference. And that's about the extent of this plan making any sense. Because out of the established pools of teams, there will be designated days during the first 6 weeks of the season where teams will play within their pool. The winner of each 6 pools will advance to a single elimination stage along with 2 wildcard teams. The league has yet to announce how these wildcard teams will be determined, so maybe record. The semifinals and finals will be played at a neutral site, and the players on the winning tournament team will receive $500,000 each. But here's where it gets really weird. Each NBA team will only be scheduled for 80 games on the season. Teams that do not advance to the knockout round of the tournament will have 2 games added to their schedule, and the teams that make the final round of the tournament will play 83 total games. So let me get this straight. This new in-season tournament will affect the scheduling of the regular season. It will have qualifying rounds built throughout the season. It will lead to some teams playing more games in a season than others, but most importantly, I don't know if anyone's even gonna care. The teams that are already good might not care about the in-season tournament because they have bigger goals.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think people are gonna care like that, bro. I have to agree with Big. Like, this is shit. Throw this shit in the trash.
And the teams that have no chance at contending for a championship and might care to win the tournament probably won't have a shot.
Right, exactly, Big. Yeah. No one's gonna watch that, really. Even from where they're from their respected from where they're from. They're not gonna watch that like that. I'm sorry, they're not. People are gonna watch, but not to the point that it's going to be worth doing it. You know? Not a fan of this, NBA. Not a fan of this. Not a fan.
Could work in favor of less capable teams, but are the title contenders for the postseason not also the same teams that will be favored to win the in-season tournament? Will the rich not just get richer while bad teams continue to have no shot at winning anything?
I can't wait to see them play. I can't wait. I'm excited. For the Rockets, I'm excited. I'm actually excited to see a lot of the rookies in the A play. I'm actually very excited.
Over the last decade, the NBA has added a handful of new awards that players can win throughout the season. The Hustle Award, Teammate of the Year Award, Clutch Player of the Year, Eastern and Western Conference MVPs. These extra awards get more players and fan bases
Those
involved,
awards, I think, were a good idea.
If we're being completely honest, no one really cares about these additive accolades.
Nah. Like, Clutch Player is kind of fire. I like that. Hustle of the Year Award sound like one of those awards that Legend of Winning made, though, for Flight.
Get more players of the year. Players can win throughout the season. The Hustle Award,
I'm not aware.
Teammate of the Year.
I like this one. Teammate of the Year. I like this one.
Year Award, Clutch Player of the Year.
I like this one.
Eastern and Western Conference MVPs.
I like these too. Like, I do like this. But you see what I'm saying? There are people that will like it, people that won't. I don't know the majority. I don't know the proper statistics of it, but I do know people. I think people do like these awards. I do. Look at Jokic's arms. You see what I'm talking about, man? I'm not gonna get into it.
These extra awards get more
Clutch Player Award. Yeah, absolutely.
If we're being completely honest, no one really cares about these additive accolades.
Shut up.
Who won the Hustle Award in 2020? Who won the Teammate of the Year Award in 2021?
I like it. I'm sorry, I like it.
Similar to these secondary awards, I think the mid-season tournament could be a fun detour from the regular season. But I'm not sure how much value or even importance it will hold, especially considering it will uproot the entire structure.
I don't want to say that just yet, Big. I hope he ends up becoming something great, but I don't know. It's a flop of the year.
Of the regular season. But what do y'all think? Do you like the changes coming to the NBA? If you had the power, what changes would you make? If the 5 best players in the league are 5 point guards, does it make sense to have them all first team All-NBA? What if the 10 best players in the league all play less than 65 games? Would it really make sense to have the 11th most valuable player in the NBA win the MVP? How does Rudy freaking Gobert have more All-NBA selections than Vince Carter? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, until next time.
See you, Jimmy.